Hello everyone. Thought to do a live video on my private Facebook page because when I go live on my business page, nobody seems to notice or see what I'm doing. I have nearly 5,000 likes on my business page, and when I do go live, nobody seems to be watching, and all the posts that I'm putting, nobody's liking, commenting, or anything like that. So I just thought I'd go live on my private page just to see if anyone's out there. Hello Lisa. Hello Lynn. I'm just doing a live video. I have 4 junk journals for sale. Oh, brilliant. Hello, Lynn. It's just weird because I go on my business page and nobody seems to be watching my live videos, and I know that Facebook, for the business page, they are horrendous at the moment. If I post so many posts per day on my business page, I get banned for 4 days because I've posted too many times. It's just little things like that are really annoying, because at the end of the day I'm just trying to build my business up and I'm getting banned from posting things. So thank you. Hello Claire. I hope your blocks are okay. So yeah, I have 2 watches from what it looks like, and I'm doing a sale tonight on my junk journals. These 3, the first 3 are what I first started with when I first started doing junk journals. So I'm going to do a really good bargain on these 3 junk journals. But as I've started to learn and be inspired from people on YouTube, they're getting better and better. So I have 4 junk journals for sale. Hello Lisa. I don't know how to tag people. I just post things on my page, on my business page, my Made with Love page, and it's just getting nowhere. It's not reaching people, which is all to do with Facebook and their policies and procedures. Like I said, if I post too many posts in buy and sell pages, I get banned for 4 days, which is new. And it's just a bloody pain in the ass, basically. Hello Evelyn, how are you? Long time no speak. So yeah, I have 3 junk journals in sale. I have this junk journal. It's dated from the 1930s. I've done a video on this junk journal, and it's got lace on it, a few charms on the back, but it is a very old book. And the actual pages that I ripped out of this book, I love. I use quite a lot of the old vintage pages in my junk journals. But it's like pages that I've taken out of this particular book are all about the old sayings and things like that, which are quite funny. And I use... Tell me about it, Lisa. Facebook is shit. it is really rubbish, if I'm being honest. They're all for people building their businesses, but if you share too much and post too much, they ban you for about 3 or 4 days, which has happened to me quite a few times. So it is quite annoying. So this is why I've come on my private page, because when I go onto my business, nobody seems to be recognising my videos and things like that. So this is why I've come onto my private. Thank you, Lisa. It means a lot. So this junk journal is pretty plain. There's no tuck pockets, no envelopes, nothing. It's just all plain paper. Well, not plain, but it's all patterned paper. All plain, nothing in it. This is probably one of my third junk journals that I have actually done. Like I said, the more that I'm doing these junk journals, the better I'm getting, the longer I'm spending on them. And I'm not like trying to blow my own whistle saying that, but the more that I'm learning, the better I'm getting. So this is just a plain junk journal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures, but they're not stitched in. They are put in with these, so each page can come out and you can decide on where you want to put them and this, that and the other. So yeah, so this is kind of like one of my first, well not my first, but one of my probably third journals that I've done. So I'm going to put it on sale tonight at £12, which is bargain because the actual book itself is dated from 1930s, but the actual book itself with the contents in was dated from 18 God knows whenever. So this is on now for sale for £12. Plain, no pockets, no tuck spots, nothing, just a book what's been revamped with a lot of different pages, vintage music sheets, vintage pages out of books, everything, mostly what is out of a book is vintage. And then I've just added all the different types of papers. So that is £12. So if you want to purchase that, just send me a message on my Made With Love page. And it's got this, what I've designed on the back. Like I said, this is like one of my third junk journals that I ever did. So looking at it, it's like, you know, I've kind of like upgraded myself now, so it needs to go. If you're watching, say hello. Hello, Mike, Conroy, if you're still watching. Who else is watching? What's everybody up to tonight? My husband's on his work due tonight, so I'm home alone with the kids. Are you still watching, Lynn? Are you okay? And congratulations on your new... Is it your new granddaughter or your new grandson? Congratulations. Was nobody watching? Anybody watching? someone's watching, please wave. Or say hello. Like I've just said, I've got 3 junk journals that I'm going to put on for sale. Wow, Linda, didn't realise I had 6 grandchildren. I only thought you only had one. Thanks, Lynn, for still watching. Means a lot. Anyway, moving on to the second junk journal. This is on for sale as well. I think I had it up for £30, I think, but now I'm going to reduce it to £20. The actual book is a 1930s nursery rhyme book, and the spine is quite thick. I didn't realise that, Lynn. Oh, fantastic. I need to keep up with the times. So yeah, this is an actual vintage nursery rhyme book. And before I took the whole book out, the pages, all the nursery rhymes were just amazing. So this is now priced at £20. And I've done a video on this. So it has some lace to tie it, if I can get into it. I need to get a tripod to do my videos. My husband keeps saying you need to get a tripod. Inside it has the original vintage image, what was in the actual book. And when I made it, I thought I'm going to have to use that. It's quite cute. Also, I'm like a big lover of vintage cartoons and illustrations. So, I've used that. And then on the first page, I can't even remember what I've done. From what I can remember, this is a pull down pocket. Hello, Sue. And it comes up like that. It's got a tuck pocket in it. And then some long piece of paper. And then it just folds into one. And then I've added fabric and a button. And then there's a sticker and an envelope with another I think that's a booklet. I get quite a lot of people saying to me, what is a junk journal? And obviously us Brits, we're quite behind on what's in. And I know at the moment that all the Americans are quite big on junk journals, handmade junk journals. A junk journal is a journal with different types of papers, like tea stains papers, coffee dyed papers, cardstock paper, patterned paper. I could go on. And it has envelopes and tuck spots and tags. very big at this moment in time in the UK, but the Americans go mad for the junk journals at the moment. And I've been inspired quite a lot on YouTube. So anyway, this is priced at £20, which is a bargain. It's a vintage 1930s nursery rhyme book. It's got a few tuck spots and different ephemera, if that's how you say it. Little envelopes with cards in, vintage images from actual vintage 1960s, 1950s and so on books. So there's bits and pieces. This is a vintage piece of paper from a music sheet. I think it's for the violin. Like I said, if you've only just tuned in, I'm doing a sale on my junk journals because the more that I'm doing, the better I'm getting. So I have 4 junk journals for sale now, and I'm reducing the price because when I look back at these, I think, oh, I can do that better. So this is what I'm doing tonight. So yeah, this page is from this actual book from the 1930s, which is a nursery rhyme. And then I have coffee stained paper with a tuck spot. I have actually done a video on this book, so if you go on my page and look further down, you'll see it. This is just a journaling card, and then underneath is an envelope with some more paper in, and I'll just pull that off, so after. So yeah, I'm not going to go through every single page because I've done videos on this. So this is in the sale for £20, which is an absolute bargain. The amount of paper, the amount of work that's been put into it. If you don't know what to get your granddaughter, you know, get her a journal and she can write things down, document what she's been up to and things like that. So yeah, there's different pieces in this book. There's quite a lot of pages with different tuck spots and tags and all sorts. But like I said, because these are these two, which are vintage, these two are kind of like my 3rd and 4th journals that I've done, what I first started with. And as I've progressed with my journals, I'm getting better and better. So now when I look at them and I think, oh, you know, I can do a lot better. So these are in the sale. So this one is £20, and I can't even remember how much I said this one was for. So if anyone's been watching, please remind me. But yeah, these are for sale. And then I have the Mary Poppins golden book with the charms on and the buttons, and these have been stitched in. At one time, like with these journals, I didn't stitch the signatures in. They're held in with elastic, elastic string, so you can like pull them out and then put them back in and rearrange everything. Whereas now, the better I'm getting, the more I understand. So this one, all the signatures have been stitched in, and there's 3 signatures. Again, I've done a video on this, and I think I priced this journal at £40. I cannot remember, and I don't think I can get into it. Oh yeah, I can. Brilliant. Quite a lot of work's been put into this. There's like a little pocket, and then this has got quite a lot of paper in it as a pad. Like I said, I'm not going to go into great detail on all these journals, because every single journal that I make, I do a video. So, you know, if you want to look back at the videos before you decide to buy, that's fine. But this one is the Mary Poppins one. And there's different pages. I haven't added a lot of the story into Spook because it's not the original story to the film, which I wasn't happy about. But I have added a few pages in. And I think I had this up for sale for £40. So I'm going to put this on for £28, which is an absolute bargain. There's truck spots. So if any of you are actually watching, which I don't think anyone is apart from Elaine, if you want to buy one, just get in touch. This is just full of tuck spots. It has charms on each signature, which reflects the film. The bookmark. There's lots and lots of work that's gone into it. And then there's this, which is like a letter with Mary Poppins. And I forgot his name now. Oh my god. But yeah, and then there's like material, stitching, and then this I cannot open with one hand, but this is a tuck spot there, a tuck spot behind, and then when you open it there's quite a lot of stuff in there, but I cannot open it with one hand. And then another journaling card, and this has been sewn in. And then again, this comes undone. And there's some fabric with a tuck spot. And you open it and it's like an envelope, but it's been made so you can put quite a few bits in. Like I said, this is in the sale as well. I'm not going to go through the full details of everything because I have done videos if you're just tuning in. Oh, Bert, that's his name. I think it's Bert. And then just an envelope. But yeah, there's quite a lot of pages in that. So like these two are probably my third and fourth junk journals that I did, and these are on sale now. This is on sale, so if you're interested, private message me. And then, last but not least, I have the baby girl junk journal, which I'm quite proud of. I absolutely love this. The paper is from Primer. You cannot get it in this country, you've got to order it in. So the paper is quite pricey. On the edges of the book, there's, I can't even think of the name of them, but they're on the back and on the front. And then I've added lace, different types of fabric, and then this little cute dollar which I ordered in. I've got a few of these knocking around, which I think is quite cute for a baby or a boy journal. And then front pocket, we have a tuck pocket. And then inside there's a few tuck spots with added charms. And under that, I cannot undo that with one hand, but there's like different pieces of paper to document. And then there's a welcome card, so you can put the baby's name, time of birth, weight, height in that. Again, this is from Primer. You cannot get it in this part of our country. Well, you probably could, but somewhere like London or I don't know. But you can't find it in the shops. And there's like envelopes. And this is like you can document your baby's milestones, memories. Put pictures in. Oh, quite a lot of tuck spots to put pictures in and documents. I'm not going to go through the book again because, again, I have actually done a video on this book. And I haven't added a lot of stuff because it's a baby junk journal, so you want to put your own things in, your baby's milestones, vintage, book page, again primer, paper, and then there's some journaling vintage cards. And I absolutely love the old vintage ephemera. And then a pocket with a card in to document things. Tea dyed stained paper, should I say. More bits to journal on. Tuck pocket, which I've used the sewing machine for. Thanks, Elaine, if you're watching. Because I've borrowed her sewing machine, I haven't got one. And then another tuck spot. And then I added these out of a vintage annual Christmas book from the 1960s, I think it was, the alphabet, and I thought that would look really nice. So yeah, obviously I do these for boys as well, but I just happened to do girly one because quite a few people have asked for girl journaling books. Another tuck pocket with a vintage postcard. And then another one. Another tuck. Oh, hang on, is that a tuck? No, it's not. Can't you remember what I've done? Ah, right, okay. So it unfolds, and you can write in that, close it, fold that, fold that, fold that. And that's been sewn in. And then more tuck pockets with a doily. More fabric and lace. A tuck pocket. So yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole book because I have done a video on this book. So this is for sale as well. Normally I do the baby junk journals for around £50, but for tonight only this is £40 to buy now. And then I have the Mary Poppins junk journal for sale. Then I have the vintage 1930s nursery rhyme book, and then the 1930s junk journal book, but it has nothing in it. It's just got all the paper in it, but there's no tuck spots, nothing. So I've got all 4 for sale. If anyone's watching, please say hello. Like I said, the more that I'm doing these junk journals, the better I'm getting. And I absolutely love doing these junk journals. And the recent one that I've been doing is this beauty. It's covered in, they call it jute. It's not really fabric, it's more like stocking or potato. What you put potatoes in a bag, but they call it jute. So I've been working on this. Nothing has been done proper yet, but this is where you stitch the signatures in. But yeah, these are all the this is how junk journaling starts off. You put all your pages in that you want, and then you put them in whatever order you want them in. But when I started doing this junk journal, I wanted everything to be all more tea stained paper than anything else. So everything's all paper and tea stained. Instead of just like relying on cardstock, I'm going for a more earthly vintage theme, if that's a word. So yeah, I don't think I'll get to finish this before Christmas. So this is just like a project that I'm playing around with at this moment in time. And that's it. So thank you to whoever's still watching, because I don't know who's watching. I don't understand these live videos. It's showing me that Lynn's still watching, so God help you. So thank you, Lynn. Because the more people like and comment on my page,